Rakal, Haloyim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. And this will be your true colors, E. Okay? And what you're looking at, once again, is the rat-ish people, sort of, kind of ish people, all right? And we're going to get this. This is what does true colors mean? To show what one is really like. To reveal one's real nature or character, their real true intentions, their personality. He seems nice at first, but he showed his true colors during a crisis. And yes, we're talking about the self-proclaimed white man here, the who Job 9:24 said the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, he has his soul is not right within him. Okay, so without furthermore, let's get these scriptures. This is the book of Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords. So that's this man's mentality. That's all he knows. There is no truth in him. There is no truth in him. Over the last couple years, the Lord has been pouring out evidence of who the wicked truly is, starting with all the world leaders and the way they move about and how they say one thing but contradict it with their actions. Speaking of right now, Biden claiming that the little hatters, the radish people are going too far with this genocide and threatening them to withhold the aid. But has he done it? No, he keeps sending billions of dollars to him along with weapons that he claims that they're doing too much to the Palestinians. But yet here he is still feeding them. Okay, which is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So this is the book of Nahum 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies. Okay, we just read that. That's who they are. Okay, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay. The noise of a whip and the noise of rattling of wheels and of prancing horses and of jumping chariots. Now, we know in the ancient times, you've seen these movies, these ancient castle wars where, you know, it was all swords and men colliding with each other and bloods and screams and chariots moving. Now, today, in today's modern world, those noises are coming from tanks, planes, bombs, missiles, your guns, you name it. The screaming and the terror is still there. Buildings collapsing, innocent people, civilians in between, getting taken out. Those are the noises that we deal with today. Okay, on leading up to the ICBMs exploding. Okay, the horseman lifts up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. What is that? That's going into those missiles, okay? And today's technology, they didn't have glittering spears, all right, back then, okay? And there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses. What does it say? The blood will be up to the horse's bridle, okay? Take a look at Palestine today, and that's just a small example of what's to come, especially the spiritual Babylon when it comes into its judgment, okay? And there is no ends to their corpse. Once again, take a look up, Google what they're doing to Palestine today. They're leveling it. Okay, leaving nothing unturned. Hospitals, schools, you name it. Nobody's safe. Okay, they stumble upon their corpse, and you're going to hear about that. Now, this is coming to spiritual Babylon, the United States of America, where everybody's at ease and feels safe and thinks that they can put their trust in spiritual Egypt because of the horses and chariots are mighty. Not anymore. Okay. So what we have here is my fair use copyright 107. I'm not selling a product. This is strictly for educational purposes.
So this is the Israeli, these guys are at the border destroying food trucks that are going into Gaza, that are supposed to be heading into Gaza. Look at that. Just throwing the food, not caring. I mean, wanting people to starve with no problems at all, wanting people to starve.
And you got to really look at United States of America and say, what the fuck are you doing? Once again, you're giving this money to Israel to destroy Palestine. Okay, that's what you're giving them. You're funding them war. But then you're turning around saying, we're humanitarians and we want to feed Gaza. So now you got to go as far as to take 300 million of our tax money that you're already giving to the little hatters. But now you got to give it to the Palestinians to help try to feed them, which, as you see right here, the aid is not even making it there. Okay.
Now you could see, they're just showing that there's members of the IDF that are just standing by, involved. Let me show you a better image of, you could see clearly an IDF soldier just standing by. Let's see.
So once again, the little hatters are funding both sides of the conflict. Okay, where do you think this aid comes from, and who approves of it? Okay, it's all a banker's war.
People at large complicit in this. How do you tell the difference between Hamas and Palestinians in the Gaza Strip? Because Hamas doesn't wear a uniform. They hide among the civilians. They hide in schools. They hide in churches. They wear civilian clothes, which is a violation of the Geneva Convention. Are Palestinians complicit in this, or are they just hiding among them? I know they're doing that, but are Palestinians, some, complicit in this?
You have actually both conditions, because we went into buildings, residential buildings, where these terrorists, hide, and where they shoot from. They go to hospitals, schools, residential areas. But when we went into these residential areas, we found tablets, and in the tablet you have, you open the tablet and you see a picture of Adolf Hitler. And then in another building you see a picture, in another apartment you see text of Hitler's Mein Kampf, which is the work.
Now let me go on pause right here. Once again, this is Ben, not a Jew, Ben Jew you not, okay? Spilling lies. And we're going to get to these Bible verses, Adawan Ratzazah, that's Lord willing. Okay, he says that they're the places that they destroyed, blown up, and brought down to the ground, they're finding tablets where these Palestinians are basically taking notes from Adolf Hitler, which is one of his people, one of his blood brothers, blood cousins. Now here's the issue. You're making up a lie when you've been on record saying that you have the Samson plan. The Samson plan is destroy all. If it comes down to it, take everything out. Everything got to go. Before we get touched, everything has to go. And he's been on record saying this. Now that's a world genocide. Okay, that's the Samson plan.
That itemized and laid the plan for the destruction of the 6 million Jews in the Holocaust.
Oh, okay. So that's why we have to genocide them before they genocide us. You see that they're genocidal. They study Hitler. They study the Mein Kampf. That's what they do. So they're all complicit. I mean, that's what Dr. Phil asserted at the beginning of this segment, and that's what Netanyahu continues to. That's what he basically verifies by saying, yeah, they're studying Hitler. So what can we expect? Anybody with eyes, you don't even have to know anything about this conflict at all. You just have to have a set of eyes and see that the Israelis, whenever you see images of the Israelis, whenever you see images of Israel, you see this beautiful, clean country that's wealthy, clearly people living a good life, and yet that side is being told, they're trying to sell us on this idea that they're oppressed, that they're surrounded by hate, that people want to eradicate them. And then meanwhile, they show us images of the Palestinians where they're in complete squalor. Their buildings have been blown up. Their children are being blown up. They're begging for food, and we're told that they're the oppressors. They're the aggressive oppressors that are hurting these poor people on the other side of the wall that just want to live in peace, and they can't, even though they're always clean.
Okay. So this is the book of Isaiah, and you see where we're going with this. The world is putting Edom on notice. The wicked is being put on notice. The spotlight's on you. Okay, just how we caught them coming about those sewers. Then you don't even hear about that anymore. Okay, this is Isaiah 5:20. This is Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And I'm going to give you an example of that right now. I'm going to give you an example of this Bible verse, and then we'll go back and break it down.
Waller, this is the line that Netanyahu's trying to sell us, is that we're the victims, because we found some Mein Kampf, we found Hitler, pictures of Hitler amongst the Palestinians that we maybe planted, but to sell a narrative to you that these people are genocidal maniacs, well, who's really watching? All right, I want to play this one for you. This is Lindsey Graham telling Israel to go ahead and just drop the nukes on Gaza. No big deal.
Historians would say, why is it okay for Reagan to do it and not President Biden? But let me ask you about
why is it okay?
Deal.
Well, can I say this? Why is it okay for America to drop 2 nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end their existential threat war? Why was it okay for us to do that? I thought it was okay. To Israel, do whatever you...
And for the record, it's horrible. And it's wicked that the atomic bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima, those do not have a magnitude of this nuclear technology today. They said it takes almost like a grain of a spoon to blow up, would you say, radius of blocks, okay, a city. All right, so that big boy bomb wasn't carrying nearly the explosive capability of today's technology. Yahweh Shemi Shah spared none. Hey, he put it in the heart of Eimerheimer and those German teaming scientists, teaming of Edom, to come with that technology to put an end to this place, to waste it.
Have to do to survive as a Jewish state.
Senator, again, military officials say
Whatever
the technology has changed.
Whoa.
But let me ask you about how all
these
of this
military
could
officials that you're talking about
let me ask you
are
something.
full of crap.
Let me ask you something that
Where did this guy come from? Listen to him again. Listen to him again on this.
It was okay. To Israel, do whatever you have to do to survive as a Jewish state.
Senator, again, military officials say
Whatever
the
you have to
technology
do.
Whatever you have to do, drop those nukes, Israel. Never mind the fact that if you nuke Gaza, you're pretty much nuking yourself. Just do what you have to do. If it were up to Lindsey Graham, no nukes on Gaza. Don't worry about the nuclear fallout that'll happen on the Israeli people. I mean, never mind the fact that if you nuke Gaza, you're pretty much nuking yourself. Just do what you have to do. If it were up to Lindsey Graham, nobody ever, I hope this man never runs for president. I don't want him to have the codes to the nuke.
Hey, we want to see the worst of the worst running this country right now, whether it be Dark Brandon, whether it be Orange Man Trump, or a warmonger and never seen the sight of war in his life, Lindsey Graham, who's always calling for something to get blown up and exploded. Okay, with his red, look at him, red skin, red man. Okay, taking on the characteristics of his forefather, Edom, Esau. Okay, so once again, this is Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good. What? Anything that's gonna take the Israeli state to survive, that's evil. Okay, and we'll get to the reason why. Adawan Ratazah, that is evil. Okay, and good evil. Blow it up. Do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. Okay, that put darkness for light. All right, and light for darkness. Okay, And what did he admit to? If the United States of America can go around blowing up anything, why can't the Ish people, the Israeli people do it? Okay? That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right? And that's exactly what you just got an example of.
He's made it clear he cannot be trusted with them. Please, let's never make that happen. Let's never make that a reality, or anybody like him, like Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is also one who talks very similarly, but just nutty stuff. I mean, this is one of our American leaders talking in a very genocidal way. But you don't worry, the Israelis are not the don't you realize we're the good guys? There's no genocide going on. We're the good guys. We're the heroes. Don't believe even the own words coming out of my mouth. I mean, that's what Lindsey Graham has been trying to say.
Okay, now let's get these scriptures to further back that up. This is the book of Jeremiah 50, starting at 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that he have taken against Babylon, spiritual Babylon, the United States of America, and his purpose, that he have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who is that? That image that I showed you at the beginning, the Ish people coming up out that New York sewer. Okay, he is who is causing this conflict over in Western Asia, who the world refers to as the Middle East. He is who stirred this pot. Okay, who is causing the United States to fall out with NATO, with the beast. They're causing the horde to fall out with the beast, which is prophecy. Okay, surely the least of the flock, the little hatters, Amalek, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to purify that place. So you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, the true children of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, can return home. Okay, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard amongst the nations, because this is where they get their bread from. Okay, they've all drunken of the wine, which is the philosophies, the fiat dollar. Okay, for one example, the fiat dollar controlling oil trades, which is coming to an end. Okay, the merchants of this place is all coming to an end. So yeah, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna be angry at the whore, but then they're gonna feel the loss of the whore. Okay, this is the book of Zechariah 9 and 6. A bastard. What is a bastard? A bastard is someone that is fatherless. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said he is the father of Yasharallah, Israel. You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, including you speckled birds that look like you belong to any other nation, but your forefather, your lineage, your seed comes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel. Okay, he is our father. He said, you out of all the families on earth have I known. That's Amos 3. Okay, so a bastard. Who is that bastard? The starting from Rebecca's womb came out Esau first, red all over. And what did Yahweh Shai say to Rebecca? There are two different manner of men in your belly, two different nations. If you don't believe that, put down the Bible right now and stop reading it. You vocab, stop reading it. It's not for you. I don't care what school you went to, what cemetery you went to. If you can't understand what the scriptures are saying, then you don't believe in it. Put it down. Okay, a bastard, the Ish people. Okay, Amalek shall dwell in Ashtaroth, one of the chief cities of Israel. Okay, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, which are not the Palestinians today. The Philistines are Hamites. Goliath and his people. Okay, who we know is the Africans today. So that's who's dwelling in our land, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to deal with them. Okay, that's why they don't have the backing of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai like you so-called dumbass Christians over here. I've seen the black African Americans support Israel. You got to be out your fucking mind. So-called black African Americans are the head tribe Judah. Yahweh Shai came out of Judah. Okay, we do not have any support for Amalek, for Edom. That is our life. That is our enemy for life. Okay, for life. I think I got one more on this. No, that was it. Okay, you get the point though. These we see E's true colors. It's not just a Lindsey Graham. It's not just a Ben Jew Unite. It's just not Dark Biden. It's just not Orange Trump. It's all of them. They're people together. They're nation. Okay? This is the book of Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has sworn that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will have war with Amalek. Who? Who is Amalek? Ben, not a Jew. That's why he tried to blame the Palestinians. Him and his council are out here saying that, oh, the Palestinians are Amalek. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, first of all, read 1 Samuel and you'll find out who Amalek is. And this ties right into why the Lord said this in Exodus, because in 1 Samuel, it was never Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's will for King Saul to really do away with the Edomites, or he wouldn't be able to fulfill this. Listen to this. For he said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has sworn that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will have war with Amalek from generations to generations. That means they're still here. They're still to be dealt with, okay? This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. That's his philosophies, his draconian, his dragon tongue. When he speaks with that pen, he speaks wickedly. Okay. Right now, what are we going into? The famine of the word. Don't say shit about the Ish people. Shh, nothing about the Ish. Anti this, anti that. Okay. Anti-truth. Anti-truth is what they are. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. When I've been saying this, this is not me speaking. This is on record. They want to turn Gaza into a front side beach resort like Panama, a resort. That's what they're doing in there, destroy the city. And they want their resources because Gaza has resources. They have building permits against a country that they're in conflict with. Come on. Neither keepeth at home. Who sanctioned them to have drilling permits in Gaza? Somebody that they're trying to genocide and take over. Okay, who enlarges his desires as hell. Hell not being underground, there's no such thing. Hell is a condition that we're in now. And if you're an Edomite in hell, then you're a two-time loser. Okay, if you're a Jacob in hell, then you're soon to be out of hell going into heaven. All right, even if you're a 2/3 after you serve your punishment, you will be going into heaven. Okay, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. What do they call the United States of America? The melting pot, the gumbo, the big dish of gumbo. Okay. And once again, that's his wine that he subdued everybody under. And heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? A taunting proverb. Now that's what we've been under, the curses, a proverb. You so-called African Americans, you niggas. You so-called Mexicans, you spics. You so-called Native Americans, you savage Indians. That's what we've been. Now it's time for him. Against him and say, woe, destruction, death to him that increaseth that which is not his. Are we not witnessing that right now with these Ish people? The least of them drawing out, stirring up the pot for Woe 3, for Armageddon. Okay? How long? And to him that leadeth himself with thick clay. What is that clay? Debt. What's United States of America's debt? 30 trillion. They claim they got one to pay back. What is 1 trillion to 30 trillion? Boy, you better have my money. Like Rihanna said, bitch better have my money. And that bitch is that whore of Babylon. Okay? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? Okay, that's that starting with all the nations, you know, the bear, the dragons of Arabia, of the wilderness. Also, who else? The beast that the whore ride up on, NATO. Okay, now shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties, okay, being trodden under, stomped on under them, because thou hast spoiled many nations continuously, especially in my 46 years of living. Okay, but since they've been over here, 1776, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Okay, so get they licks back because of man's blood and for the violence of the land. Everywhere they go, everywhere they put their feet down. Christopher Colombo coming over here and trying to genocide the 10 northern tribes. Okay, before bringing over the 3 tribes over here in chains and fitted chains of armor, fitted chains. Once again, fulfilling prophecy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Deuteronomy 28, and the city and of all that dwell therein. So once again, this is 8, Habakkuk 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covereth an evil covenant to his house, that he may set his nest on high. Who is that? What have they done? They took Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and took his image and made it their own. Okay, that he may be delivered from the power of evil, which no man can, because it is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that controls all things. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah. I pray that this has been edifying. This has been a lunchtime break. Once again, your true colors, E, and they're shining forth. Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked. Has it not been shown to them? Job's 9:24. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, let us keep going. Yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness. Where are they dwelling right now? That bastard is dwelling in our land. Yasharallah, the land that was promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and even shown to Moses. Our people, our land. Will he deal unjustly? Is he dealing unjustly? Cementing the water lines to Gaza, going any and everywhere. When we went in these churches, yeah, when you destroyed the hospitals, the schools, and then you falsely claimed, because you're a falsifier, you are a forger of lies, a position of no value. Okay, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not uphold the majesty of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, when thy hand is lifted up, thy will not see, but thy shall see, and be ashamed for their envy at the people. Yea, the fire of thy enemies shall devour them. And hey, it's coming. Once again, some of you people think that ICBMs, these intercontinental ballistic missiles, Russia's Satan 1, Satan 2 are not going to be used. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said that he put his spirit in them and they're not going to miss. So they will be used. Okay. And this is all coming to a head. So get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua while there is still Kasad, which is mercy. With that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.